the Trash Talk Tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2 wide banana seal.
You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin' Peters. With me, as always, I've got the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the AFC Championship game. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. And this one is in Baltimore. And, man, I think the big story here is that we got Chiefs in their sixth straight AFC Championship game. And the Ravens, finally getting to play one at home. They've been a couple times, but they've never got to do it in M&T Bank, and I know they're excited for that. But overall, Dr. Preston, how you feeling?
Dude, I'm excited, man. It's crazy how fast the season's gone by. But it's championship weekend, bro, and I'm really excited. We got some banger matchups, dude.
Yeah, no, some crazy matchups to come. And this Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens one, I mean, coming into it, all of the analytics from the experts or Vegas, they've got the Baltimore Ravens as a big over, right here. Like, this is weird to see Kansas City as an underdog, especially such a heavy underdog. And I honestly wish the media would say that they're gonna win, because that's the only thing. I feel so strongly that Baltimore is probably going to win this that I'm actually scared that Patrick Mahomes is going to win it for clout.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we saw what happened, earlier in the playoffs when all the media was picking the Cleveland Browns and straight up told C.J. Stroud, y'all are not going to win this game. And we saw how that worked out. Dude, these are athletes. These are competitors at the highest level. If you continue to say, hey, you can't do this, you guys have no chance, guess what's going to happen? It's going to motivate Patrick Mahomes. As if Patrick Mahomes doesn't need more motivation.
Yeah, dude, he already has the power of Taylor Swift. You don't need to give him anything else. I mean, just to talk about, I think, obviously the big thing for this game is going to be the quarterback play.
Yep.
I mean, we have two of the best in the league coming head-to-head. It's not going to be a crazy weather day like we had in the past couple weeks of the playoffs, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're not touching negatives. We're not getting snow. It's going to be a January in Maryland, but besides that, it's going to be pretty all right.
Yep.
So no crazy conditions. So I think we're going to get to see both these quarterbacks kind of in their prime this week, and I think Lamar Jackson's he's been on a tear like no one else. He did everything he could to get this fat contract. He sat out. He made him see what it was like to not have him. And then in the wake of getting the contract, he did the only thing that you're supposed to do, which is show everyone why you deserved that contract.
Yep. Because the narrative going into the playoffs and really all season was, Lamar's great in the regular season. He's already won an MVP, but can he get it done in the playoffs? And he's shown that he absolutely can. He's, this playoff run, he's been phenomenal.
Yeah. Last week,
he's been balling.
Last week, we saw the first half. I mean, I think last week was just such a great showing for him because the first half was such a stalemate, and you saw the Texans, they called a defensive package that was actually kind of throwing them off, and they were doing a very good job. But in the second half, one tiny advantage, one player goes down for the Texans, and Lamar Jackson just took that opportunity and quite literally ran with it. I mean, literally just took the opportunity and ran with it. And, they pull out of there with a 34-10 win. So, he's looking like a steam train and a fast one, like a bullet train steam train.
Here's the other thing, dude. Like, if you haven't been following the Ravens this year, Mark Andrews has been out the majority of the year. Like, he went out the back part of the year, the back half of the season. He's off IR. He's practicing this week. He's going to play in this game. And they also have another young tight end, Isaiah Likely, who's been playing really, really well in Mark Andrews' absence. And they've also got, obviously, Zay Flowers and Odell Beckham. So Lamar has weapons. He's had the best supporting cast.
Don't forget the Dalvin. We
can't
forget the Dalvin.
No.
Last week we didn't see a heavy dose of them, but from all the reports, he's adjusting. It takes time. This is the NFL. It's crazy to think a guy would literally join a team and in 2 weeks and get like a heavy dose. But we saw the end of the game. We saw them give him the ball. We saw him be explosive. He's still there. Can't forget the Dalvin.
You want to hear a crazy stat about Dalvin Cook, Riley?
Give it.
So in last week's win over Houston, he had 3 carries for 22 yards. That's more yards than he had all season with the Jets.
I had a weird feeling that's what it was going to be. Yeah, dude, no, that's crazy. Yeah, the Jets just underutilized him, and I think
they don't have a good offensive line.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. But I also mean, like, Dalvin Cook is so dangerous out of the backfield as a receiver as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that combo with this Ravens offense is going to be mighty, mighty potent if they can make it, if they can get that synergy, they can make each other gel.
Yes.
Like, that's going to be a very potent combo. But yeah, I mean, also on the defensive side, we can't forget, we got a Marlon Humphrey returning. He didn't play against the Texans.
Yeah.
That's one of their best defenders. Someone that they very much rely on to like kind of lock down a side of the field. So, I mean, only better for them. They got Mark Andrews, who's not only back practicing, but according to everything that everyone's saying out of those practices, I mean, he's there and he's got gusto. He's got energy. He's bringing it.
I mean, it's the AFC Championship game, dude. I fucking hope he's bringing it.
Not only is the AFC Championship, man, this man hasn't played all season. He has just been recovering. He hasn't played all season, and so much needed to happen for him to get to play this season at all, right?
Yes.
Like, he just got cleared. The AFC Championship. You have to do so much to make it here. Mm-hmm. And now he comes back as the perennial weapon and just in time to battle Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Everything about this screams that the Ravens, this is kind of their year, it feels like. Because we've talked about it before. All the quarterbacks in the AFC North got hurt. Joe Burrow. The Browns had 4 different starting quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett got hurt, and then he also got benched. Like,
Kenny Pickett got hurt, and that was good for the Steelers.
Yeah. And it just kind of felt like everything went the Ravens' way this year. It kind of feels like everything, like the football gods are on the side of the Ravens. But the thing that terrifies me, like you said, Riley, is everyone is leaning Ravens. And you have to remember that it's motherfucking Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones on the other sideline. Like,
for sure.
Are you really gonna doubt those dudes after everything that they've accomplished in their career? It's hard not to be like, I love the Chiefs in this underdog spot because they're rarely in it.
No, for sure. They are a team to be scared of when they're the underdog. Andy Reid, the big ginger under, he loves fighting from that spot. I feel like his motivation abilities being the underdog is top tier. He's one of the best coaches to have, I think, for that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm going to stand on it, though. I'm going to make my official call. I'm going for the Ravens, man.
Well, yeah. So I'm going to go the Ravens, too, and this is why. So I got some stats for you, Riley. You ready?
Yeah, hit me.
So the Ravens, I don't think a lot of people realize this, but with their new offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, they have the number 2 scoring offense in the league, averaging just under 29 points a game. And their last 3 games, they're averaging 33. So, their offense is playing at an incredibly high level. The Chiefs, they have the number 14th ranked scoring offense at 22 points a game. And so, that's just not what you expect when you think of the Kansas City Chiefs. You think of high-flying, incredibly explosive offenses, right?
Yeah.
The Ravens, this is expected because it's the Ravens, but they have the number 1 rushing offense, averaging 160 yards a game. Those are some big bub stats, dude.
Yeah. Let's talk about the flip side of the Chiefs defense, number 18 in rush defense.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's been a problem for them, and that's kind of one of those things where you're looking like, ooh, listen, the Ravens have done it before, and they will do it again. Running back by committee might as well be their motto. Running back by committee and quarterback.
We talk so much about the Lions on this show, and rightfully so, because they've got a great offensive line. I don't think we give the Ravens enough credit for what they've done with that offensive line. You've got Ronnie Staley, Tyler Linderbaum, one of the best centers in the league. Morgan Moses.
Yeah. Dude, an absolute 10-year legend out of Virginia.
Yep. I love the fact that the Ravens, they rely heavily on the run game, and I love that. I love physical football teams. And
yeah, they're not scared.
No.
In any scenario, in any situation, to run the ball. But with that being said, they've also got the weapons to throw it on you. So you just can't assume, which makes them as potent. I think this really is like the potentness to them. Now, another big stat for me, I think, is the turnover differential between the two teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs are minus 11. The Ravens are plus 12.
Oh, dude, their defense is. They've got the number 1 scoring defense, averaging.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
number 1 scoring.
Yeah, 16 points a game. Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Kyle Hamilton's one of the best safeties emerging in the league.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey's returning, like you said. Dude. In my mind, I feel like the Ravens are going to have a plan for Travis Kelce. Because really, do not let 87 beat you. As a defensive coordinator, and if you are a Jaguars coaching staff and listening to this, pay the fuck attention. Do not let Travis Kelce beat you. Anyone but Travis. Just take Travis Kelce away. I don't care. Make Kadarius Toney beat you. Make Marquez Valdez-Scantling beat you. If they actually catch the ball and go off, you tip your hat and say, okay, we didn't let Travis Kelce beat us. And y'all's receivers actually stepped up and made plays. But do not let Travis Kelce beat you. And I feel like the Ravens are going to have, some sort of bracket with Kyle Hamilton up top and, either Patrick Queen or, most likely Patrick Queen.
Yeah, most likely Patrick Queen. That's what I would say, too.
Yeah, just with the underneath bracket, and you do not let Travis Kelce beat you. Rashee Rice is, you would think is going to be manned up on Marlon Humphrey. And, dude, let's just do not let Travis Kelce beat you. And for some reason, defenses just can't seem to understand that.
Yeah. So they get scared of something else, and they just let Travis Kelce just big Yeti all over them.
The other thing, I got to make 2 more quick points, Riley. And So, people, Bill Polian, a lot of people in the media say, oh, you just have to let Lamar beat you. Just stop the run game. Don't let Lamar beat you with his legs and make him throw the ball, and you'll probably win the game. You know what the problem with that is?
He can throw the ball.
Well, yeah, he can. He's got weapons. But it's also, can you stop the run game? This is a bad matchup for the Chiefs because they don't have a great run defense. And if you're the Ravens, if something's working, just keep running the ball. Because then you know what you do off of that, Riley?
You throw it.
You fucking do play action.
Specifically to your fresh coming back, hype as shit, super tight end Mark Andrews.
Yep.
Who loves a nice RPO pop.
Oh, dude. Fucking fake power, fake counter, just QB power and all that. And then Lamar just flips it over the top to a wide open Mark Andrews. That's tough to stop, man. So I feel like if the Chiefs could stop the Ravens' run game, they would have a much better chance. Do you trust the Chiefs' run defense in this game?
I mean, it's really been one of their glaring flaws.
It has.
You know, we talk about their secondary a lot, but like honestly, that their run defense has been rather porous at times.
Yep.
So it's the thing to watch, man. It's the thing to watch. That and the on the flip side of that the Kansas City their offensive line continuity with a potential injury to their left guard. I mean, he is still questionable, actually doubtful, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, doubtful. So, listen, that's kind of been a problem for them too. You know, it's one that they don't like to have. It's the one that no one likes to have. But you know, that's something to worry about.
So the other thing, you know, we always talk about it, Riley. You know, third down conversions, turnovers, and then can you convert in the red zone? The Ravens have the number 2 ranked red zone scoring defense in all of football. They allow touchdowns only 40% of the time. And the Chiefs this year have, you know, not been very good in the red zone scoring wise. So
almost terrible.
Yeah, so I feel like the Ravens have the decided advantage in this game. It's a home game. You know, they're going to be able to run the ball. Wild. And they're going to be able to force the Chiefs to kick field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. I like the Ravens in this game because of those 3 things.
Yeah. All right, Patrick Mahomes. Can't wait to see you prove us wrong. But yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it for this one. We just want to give a breakdown, see what we thought. You know, let everybody know how we felt about these games coming up. But please keep sticking around. We're going to do you know, recaps when the games are over.
Yep.
Obviously, the Spooper Bowl is going to be coming up, so
let's go.
Stick tight. It's going to be a great one. But for this episode, I think we're going to shut it down, clean it up, y'all. We got to get out of here. Peace.